I will go to work, or I will come to work, and leave by the afternoon hours, go home, rest, go to church sometimes on Sunday, or I will not go to church on Sunday. I'll be home the entire day. Yeah, so it's just the same thing because I had to prepare for
Anyway,
Monday. Monday.
it's good. What happened to your partner?
So, we in the political season now, so everyone is kind of busy somehow, some way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Let me bring in my lady, Marie Scott Wilson from all the way Ohio. Iowa, rather. Sorry about that. Iowa. Please, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, Madam Mary Scott Wilson. How are you?
Well, a little bit tired, but I'm here. Anyway, Mama Liberia, hello. This is Mariska Wilson from the Mariska Wilson Show, Positive Aspects of Mama Liberia. I'm glad to be here. Great to see you, Lawrence and Tunis. I'm here.
Man,
How
good to
was
see you
how,
too.
how was your weekend, madam?
Very hectic, but I'm here. Real busy.
My weekend was a bit okay. We had a Christian funeral here. One of our Christian friend died. Old lady, very old, had twice great, 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 three great children. But the thing that puzzled me, she was not even that old to go to that three great. She was born 1934.
Ah,
Yeah, 1934 to now, I think it's like 80 years. I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
so
Oh,
so when you're 80 years old, you're not that old, eh?
I mean, to have full time great. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, she's so great, great. I think it's three-time great. But there's a lady here also still alive. Uh, that she's in that position also. Old lady here. They just had appreciation ceremony for her a month ago. Her children and great grandchildren had appreciation ceremony for her. Very decent place. But we have that, and we next week too. We're expecting to have another funeral. This time
So,
around, is a young woman in her just entering her 50.
okay. So speaking about death, we bereaved, right? As a matter of fact, we got two of our friends who lost their one lost his mother and the other lost his father.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know about the father own, but I know
Yeah,
how.
Jordan Porompe lost his father.
Oh,
Jordan
I
P.
didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, he lost his father. So we want to extend our
When this happened?
sympathies. I'm trying to find the announcement. I think that happened
I
on
seen
September
something
6th.
on I
Yeah,
seen something, but I
September
didn't know it
6th.
was his father. I just put
Yeah, his
there.
father passed September 6th.
We're in here, America or Liberia.
Liberia.
Oh, well, he
Oh,
will
I
be
have to
fine.
reach out. I saw something today, and
Yeah.
I just said, my condolences. That's all I did, but I didn't really, go through it to find out who. But it was on his page, on his in his. There's a page he has on Facebook,
Yeah, that's
like
his Facebook
that
account.
group. Yeah, that group. So that's why I seen it. I
Okay.
just said sympathy. I didn't know it was his dad because I
Yeah.
didn't read the whole thing.
I'll give him a call after the
Oh
show
wow,
Yeah.
sometime tomorrow.
September 6th. Oh wow.
Yeah, September 6th. So also to Dakpana, who lost his mother. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hapana
sympathies.
on we discussed it here the other night
I
last
mean, we
week.
know that. The partner we
Okay.
know, not
Yeah, I
Jordan.
know.
Hmm Jordan is a good man, and he's one of the original member of Radio LRB.
Sure.
So if something like that happen, we need to at least score and encourage him.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
But anyway, they the show tonight. We want you to tell us what is happening and what do you want us to discuss since you on the ground. If you do not have anything, we can bring up something, but I believe you have something on mind.
Well, so President, we according to the news, gave the Margibi County women $5 million Liberian dollars, to share to the different counties for agricultural purpose or reasons that was promised made. So he kept his promise. We could talk about that a little, and also talk about the EU.
The 5 million is if you change how you call it, the rates. What is it in the US? Because when you call those big number like this, we on this side we get confused. So sometimes it's good for you all to give us the both value, what the value is in the US dollars, then we can know.
And it's one thing. It is one thing I've got some problem with. Trying to remember the rate. Sometimes some areas 186, some areas it might be less, some area it might be
No,
more.
but give the government rate. The bank rate is what official.
So I can't. I don't know the central bank rate. Yeah, the central bank rate is the rate. To put out for people, but the money changers will have a different kind of rates.
Don't worry about the money changer. They
So
will
I
keep
don't know. No, I don't. I can't remember if I don't even know the central bank rate. Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
come up with rates sometimes daily and weekly. So I don't want to say.
But let's just assume that 10
No,
million.
my
You say how
guess
many
might
million?
my guess might not be right.
How
I don't
many
want to
million? How many million that they gave?
5 million. Like right
5
now.
million. But the newsman or whoever that put up that they needed to at least give it in both
Oh God.
currency. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
sure.
US currency and the Liberian. That's how the world runs today. If they tell you 6 million pound in the pound, they will tell you in the euro, they will tell you in the dollar, in the US. The dollar rule the world today. So everybody trying to convert their money into dollar.
Okay.
And we here as a Liberian, we really not used to. Even if you tell me $1,000 in Liberia, I really don't know how much it means. You have to let me know in the US, then I can work with it. But anyway, it's okay. We know that happened today. And you said the OAU, you were going about
No,
to
the
say.
EU election observer mission to Liberia deploys 20 long-term election observers across the 15 counties of Liberia today. I think sometime
Yeah.
today.
And what you think that for?
But election purpose now, observers
No, no,
to observe the election.
all right. I mean, what is the main reason that they
For
did that?
transparency, according
Good.
to the news, they've come without partiality. They're not going to take side. They've come to cover the election, gave it their results, the right
Yes,
result. Not if they're not going to take side with other party or anybody. They come
yes,
as a neutral body,
yes.
to observe the election.
And not only them, I think also other international observer will all be pouring in Liberia soon,
Sure.
like from the European side. Even America was saying that all of that. This is the first step among ourselves, the EU.
Yeah.
All right, so this is from Africa. Well, European will send their own. European Union will send their observers. America, well,
ECOWAS.
yeah, I mean, ECWA, yes, ECWA, but if EU send it, I don't see the reason why ECWA would send it again. But since it's a
Regional purpose, they want to do that.
right, yes, they can do that. And America,
Okay.
who is our grandfather, who will accept them to send observers.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You're about to say something.
So we will have to take word from our sponsor, Crime Stoppers.
Okay,
The show is brought to you by Crime Stoppers. So let's take word from Crime Stoppers and come back.
okay.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolding, don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take your law. Crime stopper here for us. bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, folks, we're back here on the Nighttime Spin after taking words or after hearing our sponsor, Crime Stoppers. Of course, OMSM Sion is the Chief Executive Officer. We want to welcome you back to the program. The Nighttime Spin with the time at 17, make it 16 and a half minutes past 11 o'clock. I'm Lawrence Kwala, Maurice Scott Wilson, and Suleiman Hashim Tunis are there in the USA, anchoring from Radio LIB. So we've got several issues to talk about. And those issues are from Mama Liberia. It's good to welcome. It's good to come back after the break, Tunis.
Yeah, that's so good. Thank you so much again for bringing out the topics. But one of the trending topics that was in Liberia this weekend or last week about the chief security transporting drugs through the RIA. They was caught and arrested. How's that story? You know anything about that?
So I have been able to
that we saw that in the front page.
Yeah. So that was the headline.
How true that story is? That's what I want to know.
So I saw the story, but I did not go do a follow up on it. I saw the chief security making clarity. If you went to the Spoon outlets, online version of, yeah, he was there making some clarity. What I do know is that they say. I'd call it the chief of protocol of the president's office, Madam Nora Findabondo is the owner of the drug. That's a gossip now, but it said later on the story said is Moringa tea, not as we heard it, saying like drug or blah 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 like. I know why you got the grass, right?
Yeah, you mean
Moringa tea, not the drug as people perceive it to be. Yeah.
So is it was a false alarm or just
so like I said, I cannot speak to it that much. Because like Bradford are too many things, and the problems are just so many in this country. You don't want to give attention to some of them. Even though I'm a newsman, I should do a follow up on it. But that wasn't one of the issues that I decided to follow.
But I know I understand that not everything you follow, but this is a very trending pronouncement or accusation as chief security in Finabono. These are the players of the government. Chief security of the RIA being arrested, and the name Finabono, you know
Trying
how
to see
that
what
is.
that is.
Yeah. But let me bring in my sister from Iowa, my sister Mary Scott William. We here our topic. One is the president if 5 million, like my brother said, for agricultural purposes, and also EU sent in observers for the election ahead of the election, so they are way ahead of
I
the
want to
election.
read. I want to read. I want to read a story on that drug issue.
Yeah, but let me just finish quick,
Yeah.
then we'll do that, and then we get to the EU sending observers that to come and prepare themselves to know all the loophole where all air throughout the country, everywhere ballot box going to be. They gotta be present, and all of these happening for transparencies, all of that. People are threatening that this going to be this way, that way. So it's some of the things that the effort the election commission is doing so that things can go smooth, so everybody can be happy. And also, you heard, I heard, the whole world heard that the chief security, our brother Livingston, you know him very well, you know, and he being caught. And Finabanda name was there that transporting drugs from the airport, from the terminal to some truck, and all of these things from Front Page Africa. So that's part of it. What's your thought?
Well, now we take it step by
Before,
step.
sorry, please. I will come to you. Let me come back to you. You're trying to go into detail before Madam Scott's come in. Go ahead, Lawrence.
So, according to the stories we've got, they said the management of the Liberia Revenue Authority has clarified an alleged huge consignment of drugs confiscated by the officers of the AFL over the weekend. Later Sunday evening, Freedom FM gathered that the several boxes were being transported in a minibus and was escorted by Samuel Freeman, who is the security manager at the RIA. According to reports, Freeman informed the AFL officers that the consignment belonged to President George Weah's chief of protocol, Nurafi Nabondo. But speaking to journalists Monday at the Rabos International Airport, LRA Assistant Commissioner Lassana Koma said the items found in the boxes were not drugs, but green tea leaves brought for business purposes. And the director of security at the RIA, Samuel Freeman, disputed claims of him accusing NECA, the president's chief of protocol, Finabono, of being linked to the alleged drug confiscated at the Rabos International Airport. So too many stories, and when stories they come in with too many, different opinions and different sides, it weakens me to do a follow up. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
but
fact,
the reason why you should pay attention to this story is not about the too many links that to it, but it was in the front page on Front Page Africa.
that I
You
know.
know, and these are iconic newspaper in the country.
Right.
People quote them. So you don't take it light because you're hearing it this way, hearing it this way, that way. They think you can hear this way, that way, thing that not in the newspaper. It's just surfacing from somewhere,
Yes.
the grapevine, you know. So don't try to downplay it because people running away with these things all over the world.
On Facebook, there was this guy. They said took a cup of egg to the Monrovia Central Prison, to visit a friend, and I think they realized that he had grass in the eggshell. And somebody said that person is not even in Liberia. That happened in Ghana. Now it's all on Facebook today too.
No, but that was not on Front Page
I'm
Africa.
just saying something. You see,
I understand, but that's the grapevine. That we can't pay much attention to it. It's not similar to this. This is on your front page, Africa front page. These are not something you take light. You see, it's too different. I can come and see this, like you said, the brought eggs in Liberia. That's you don't even know who said that because you didn't read it anywhere. You didn't hear it from any platform. You only saw it on Facebook.
So somebody saw it and started going to that. The other person saw
Okay,
it.
so that's different. That's a children talk.
Uh,
But this is not children talk when you're accusing the chief executive and Finabono, the protocol officer. I
so he
mean,
said
not
he
protocol.
came back and dispelled that. He said he did not accuse or mention the name of the chief of protocol of the president's office.
Okay, but I saw an interview today, and by the chief justice, I mean the chief security, he denounced, denied all of this accusation. You know, the opposition. These are the tactics they play from the start of this government. This is how they've been molding our brain, our mind to go against this government. This is exactly the tactics they play. That's where I want you to look. I don't take it light. It's not too many of us really, 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 really exposed to know who is lying, who is saying the truth. Some people will grab it anywhere and take it somewhere without any explanation, any detail of what going on, whether they lying, they didn't lie. He already got it in your mind that this is true. But please, let's bring in our sisters and have his say, Hussein in
Hey,
this. Yeah, please.
Mariska Wilson.
Yeah.
I love to hear you on the radio. You know.
Why?
So when you're not here, it makes me sick. As Tonish,
Oh,
always I ask
I
for you.
know you've been missing me. I heard. Thank
Yeah.
you for your concern. That's true.
I told her that she got a lot of fans on this platform, but she thought we just playing with her mind.
Yeah.
It's not, you got a lot of fans. When you're not here, people ask about you.
It's a blessing to have people recognize our efforts. So I'm grateful. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to engage in situations step by step. So the first one uh is to do with the EU, right?
Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, and pertaining to the election commissions.
yep.
So that's a good thing. You know, this election is going to be an eye opener for many people in so many ways. You know, for those that are in denial of President, we are going to be reelected. You know, this is something that has already been granted by God Himself. That this president is going to be going for second term. So there's no need to fight it. But one thing I'm grateful for, and I know President Pia also grateful, and his government is grateful for transparency. Especially this election, people are planning some negative things to do. But we know God is not going to allow it because Mama Liberia been through so much already. And we don't want to take her through any more backwardness. So that idea, I support it and I'm grateful. And that the more the merrier. You were saying that, oh, I think Tony said why they would bring the ECOWAS and whatever, but then he called himself. He realized how important it is for the more the merrier. We need more, even if Twenty said the truth, even triple or quadruple, people, the more the merrier because this president is going to be re-elected. And we don't want nobody. I come here again with a word for those that got the high attack. And I will use the word that they nonsense. They like to put together fabricate stories and say that, oh, they were cheating. Nobody will be cheating. They saw it on the 7th. This man has some kind of magnetic force that when he go anywhere, he get everything he draw human being to him. What his blessing is, nobody can change it. Let me put everything aside, political party. President Weah is a natural special gift from God. God's special chosen child. His gift just different from everybody got their own gift. They may want to give myself wondering what kind of gift is this, my people. I have never seen that kind of crowd since I've been around CDC before. On the 7th. Then Sunday, I went to church Sunday, I was giving thanks. I was giving thanks to see they say, well, you know, your Christmas will be good. And Lauren helped me and he get over the Eve.
Yeah. Sure.
Is that what Eve we see my people for October 10th for CDC? That they Eve we are experiencing on the 7th like this. I cannot believe it. I'm in denial and now. So I can't believe that was human being I was seeing. And then I don't Photoshop thing what they can be doing with the other side and making all that fake story, creating things and saying that the people, this is reality. And nobody got money to pay that kind of people then. Natural love. Having said that, I support it. The more the merrier, and I thank the Election Commission for that idea of bringing in more people. The more the merrier. Kudos to the Election Commission of the Republic of Liberia for this electoral process. Thank you, Election Commission. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. To the next one.
The president gave $5 million
Liberian, $5 billion Liberian dollars
Okay.
to the women of Margibi to be, I think, sharing the different counties for agricultural purpose.
Exactly. I heard the word agriculture. I didn't tell about agriculture. My block and started. You know me with the agriculture because it will self-feed ourselves that how Mama Liberia will become self-sufficient and able to feed the world tomorrow. And that's our goal and that's my dream for us to be able to self-feed ourselves. So, President, we are, talk and do. The men are know how to make things happen. Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much for being a person of your word. The 12 years, they couldn't say something and do it. And everything you say, you got first, you have implemented it. And the ones that you say you haven't completed, you beg your Liberian people, please allow me additional 6 more years, my people. I'm human being and I'm machine. But at least you can see what I have done so far. And you plead to your people to allow you an additional 6 more years to do more, to make our Mama Liberia face to continue shining. Thank you, President Weah, for doing that. Thank you for coming through to the marketeers, to the women. Because you know, women, when you do good with us, we got your back. And what you have done for them to be able to go into what they were already doing and expand it, it means more for our country. So what you have done, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you. And our marketeers, the purpose in which they gave you that money, I know you want to go backward, you want to go forward. And I will appeal to you, and I want to believe that you guys will do what they gave you that money for. So I tell you,
The money was given in check, not cash. Let me
it
just.
don't matter what they gave, what form. Lauren, we're coming and get you. We're coming here now. It doesn't matter what form they gave it. And you say it's Liberian money and Liberian currency, or the purpose in which the money was given, may they accomplish it. That's the key here, I'm saying.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
if they give it today, it will take X amount of time for them to distribute it to the various, people. It don't matter. I'm appealing to them ahead of time. So please use it for the purpose in which it was given to you to accomplish that goal. You have to be able to sustain yourself. For you to be able, the reason you were crying, because I know my people, they get a story and you heard it. And you came to the rescue and say, yeah, I will do it. So now they'll give it to you when they reach your hand. The people who they give it to, reaching their hand, but please get the correct money. Now me, I can come out. That money they gave you to give to the people, you must give them all the money they gave you. So the people too can do what they're supposed to do. Nobody need to take their own from there. You give the people all that money. That's why they give
Yeah.
it to President We are giving. He didn't say I'll give the money for Joseph to take court before he reached the other boss, then the other boss, then reach to the real people. There's nothing there again. They will just be over President We are getting $5 million like real money. $5 million. The $5 million people didn't receive it. We talk about transparency. You must please give the people all that money. I beg you. That's the reason they gave the money. They didn't give it for me to take my court. They gave it so that people can use it for the purpose in which they were crying and appealing to President We are, and you heard their voices, and he have come and have executed. So you please, when I check clear, send a check. When it clear, you give the people all that money. Well, the next one again, the last one I tea. Me, I tell her the diet is I can take so to lose some weight. I saw the tea. I said, "Oh, maybe that diet tea so I can lose weight."
Maybe they will say it's for that purpose.
Eh?
Maybe it's for that purpose. Diet tea.
But anyway, on a serious note, I just made a little joke out of tea. On a serious note, it's good kudos to the drug enforcement department of the airport. Of Liberia, that did the investigation, and they say alleged, right? So it's going through it. You say it's clear because I think I watched something today. They said they were going through investigation. When did they clear it? Did they finalize it?
I mean, they were making clarification, especially the accused. The RRA security head, making some clarity on the way the news was disseminated.
Okay, I didn't see him himself make any clarification. I saw the head of the investigation team, I want to believe, because I saw the thing then spread out. And the little part that I watched, I heard him saying is an alleged thing, and they are going to be going further to investigate it. That's what, if I recall correctly. So, but now, like Tony said, the individual in question who was accused, and that accusation that was made, I read it on Facebook, or is it Facebook or the news? No, the newspaper. I saw a clip of it. Yeah, front page in one of those chat rooms. So, and like Prince Tunis said, it's very important when information is given to a credible news paper, coming from a credible newspaper, we shouldn't take it lightly. That was what Tunis was trying to say. The other years and Facebook, we all see fake news all the time. But if it's coming from a newspaper, it shouldn't be taken lightly, because those are people's character being damaged. Character at risk, and the individual in question Tony's talking about, I know that individual well. But I just saw that thing today, this couple hours ago. That's when I came across all that information to be aware of it. That's why I can even get my input right now. So having said that, if you guys have watched interview from that individual, I haven't. But I only basing this on the head of security, what he said, that they are being investigated. It's an alleged, it's a T, and they showed the guy who imported the quantity into Liberia, because I saw in him, and he was walking away on the other side, and then the individual who is this head of security, he was also in the video on his phone, and I saying, so if he was guilty of such thing as the news is saying, then why was he there? That was my concern. Soon as you get me, because I seen him, I recognized him. I'm sure he was the one I saw. He was there. So if he was guilty, why is he there? You know what I mean? So these are things that we need to, not make false accusation or accuse people until we have given evidence of them being guilty of crime. That's what I got to say on that. Tunis, did you recognize Livingstone? Because I think I saw him in the video, in the one with the guy asking questions, talking to the reporters. Did you recognize him?
Tunis.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. Yes,
Said
I
big.
recognize him very well. Even
Okay.
this guy carried the story today. Um, uh, uh, what do you Palava Hot?
Prince, I didn't follow none of those stuff. I was
Yeah,
very
he
busy.
called him directly, and he was.
Okay.
If you can go on his line after the show, you will hear him speaking directly on the
Oh,
phone call,
okay.
verifying, trying to find, clarify the story, what was all done and what was said, what
Okay.
the accusation is all about.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I didn't follow. Like I said, I was very busy today. I only saw what I saw, and I saw Livingstone standing there, and I think it was on his phone or something like that. And then there's another guy who they showed that actually brought the drugs into the not drugs. I'm sorry, alleged tea into the country, and then they said they're gonna analyze it to make sure it don't have no illegal content based on that report. But I did not watch anything else. That's the only one I've seen. So that's it for me.
There's a lot of yeah. I got a story right here
Front
from
page.
front page. It says Samuel Freeman, the security manager at Robert International Airport, is currently under investigations for his alleged involvement in an attempt to transport several boxes suspected of containing contraband directly from the tarmac using an unauthorized gate at the airport. When contacted by Front Page Africa, the management of the Robert International Airport RIA confirmed the interceptions of the boxes by officers of the Armed Forces of Liberia assigned at the airport. Front Page Africa gathered that the boxes were being transported in a minibus and was escorted by Mr. Freeman, who informed the AFL officers that the assignment consignment belonged to President George Weah's chief of protocol, Ms. Nora Finabondo. However, Ms. Bondo vehemently denied knowledge of the boxes when she was contacted by the management of the airport at the airport. So these stories, this is people read. This is one of the outstanding newspaper in Liberia. People read it. It gives news about the country, about what's going on in the country. So whatever they read, most of it, they take it in and they run with it. Now this guy, there are a lot of he had a press conference today, and many people will not look at that press conference because they have read Front Page Africa. They forget even if this man, the Front Page Africa story is true or not, and they forget that this man also had a press conference with the media. The media now, some of them are biased. With all what this guy said, is not because he came out as a he managing the security sector in the RIA. So he have to come and defend himself, you know. And look at the players in this. Chief of Protocol, Finda Bondo, he's already disliked. People don't like her because of her position. Everybody want to be like her. Every lady in Liberia want to be like Finda Bondo at this
And the
moment.
mother, now, the rescue mother, the real rescue mother, that fake one from the other side.
You know, so this is the same tactics these people brought when President Weah acceded to this particular position he's in today. When the country was left broke, not a penny or 6 million was there, and the people, the civil servant P was there, or they started telling us that they stole money, trucks of money in the back of President Weah house. These are the same thing. If you stole 16 billion out of Liberia coffer, how much will it be there to work with? That's the entire budget. The entire country budget, if you what you call it into dollar, US dollar, we are not going to fall for these uh, rig, lies and all of this.
Tune,
We are going
tune,
to send.
tune. Let me come in small to you. Think about it. The Livingston that we know, it make any sense, right? Like I said, I just saw what I saw. I didn't get to see his interview on Prince under the Palava Hut, which I will go and check out later, like you said. But the Livingston, the same Livingston that I know, do you think it make any sense? The common sense, it makes sense for Livingston to make such a statement. It don't even
Which,
make sense
which statement is that?
about Madam Bono telling him or it was from her.
No, no. I think Livingston is not. I don't know how Livingston is. Livingston the one they call Samuel Freeman.
Yeah, Mr. AK.
Okay, so right, he's the guy that been accused of taking these things from the tarmac and putting it into minivan on Newing Gates. He's one of the accuser.
Okay, then how Mrs. Bono came into it? Who said that?
He said, as the question said, that's like I read here. The
Uh-huh.
question said the boxes inform. It said when escorted by Mr. Freeman, who informed the EFL officer that the consignment belonged to President George Weah, Chief of Protocol, Ms. Nora Finabondo.
So is Livingston, they claim that Livingston was the one that made such statement. Am I right?
Mm, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I pick up from the whole thing. So based on that, it don't add up. This is where, what I mean, the law is hindering it. I'm not here to judge, but just from the character that I know, this individual, it just don't add up that he will open his mouth and say, "Oh, it's not. So is this? Is Madam is Joseph Brown or Paul? The person I'm doing it. It don't. It just don't make sense. This is where
The question here is where Front Page got this story from. Where they got it from.
you see.
That's the question right there.
This is where in America, yeah, we talk about reporters. This news channel station have when they report news for certain people to make certain people look bad, certain people look good, and all that stuff, right? Now, this is where, for me, there is from this background here, is that his character and Madam Bono character being as still from Page Africa. If this information being said about them, about him saying, including her, they shouldn't take it lightly. You see, these are these kind of things that when people are happy, oh, they just let it sweep it. They will not take it lightly. If they are being accused falsely, they should let them go further with this. It shouldn't be taken lightly. That behavior needs to stop. If the accusers are innocent and such news because of election time and her connection to President Weah and all of them connected to the CDC, and they know we're going to damage them October 10th with a massive whip, and they're trying to bring all these false accusations. If it's not true, if it's false, because I believe it's false.
So
I
like
just
Tony,
want to believe it's false, it's not real. So if
like
it's false, damaging character accusation, they shouldn't take it lightly. They should get to the source of it.
so like Tony, like Tony asked, where did Front Page Africa get the news? You know, how did they even know? Where's this
They got
AFL?
this
Or where's
story,
the
yeah. Where they
Yeah,
got this story from. That's what it
because
is.
according
Because
to the
the
story,
story,
the man said at no time he was arrested by the armed forces of Liberia or any of
exactly.
its officers.
But that's what I'm saying too. So they
You
shouldn't
see,
take it
I
like
can understand.
they shouldn't take it like that. They need to put stop to this somebody's nonsense. He's trying to put stop. They need to put they're bringing people name like Madam Bono is well known as the real rescue mother. The real, genuine rescue mother, not that fake one that's trying to be rescue mother when she need to rescue. She didn't have to rescue to the 12 years or the whatever years they have to come on everything in Liberia. But this woman is the real rescue mother, and they know what all she has done for Mama Liberia, the people in Liberia, people are there to testify, to talk about her history in helping people in Liberia. And there's no their affiliation with CDC, so they're trying to damage their character. And I with them, I would not take it lightly. I would not let it rest. We'll get to the bottom of it because I'm damaging the characters. So they shouldn't take it lightly. Front page, if they need front page in America, they need to find them. They should find them for such news. Post it,
It won't be the
post
first
up.
time.
But that's what they keep doing it nonsense. They need to
Yeah.
they need to stop. Go
So
ahead.
if anybody know the rate or the equivalent $5 Liberian to American dollar, please let us know because our American listeners would like to know that 5 million Liberian dollar, what it worth in our US dollar. So please let us know that.
I know the real one time was 152 or something like that when I was into it. So I don't know if it changed.
What time you were here?
You ain't got nothing to do with that time I yesterday. Last time when I checked into it, you want to start what
Oh.
time over there? That mean you want to start with? You know I want a French
So
kid,
now,
Lauren?
in some places you will get, when you change $5, you will get $930. So it's at the rate of 186.
186, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can keep working with it until our
One day they say divide or multiply because I know how to do that. It said divide or multiply with no $1 million divide or 186 to convert it.
Divide.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
$5 million, not one, eh?
5 million. 5 million Liberian dollars. You doing the math?
I'm trying to buy using my phone, it acting up. That's why I'm trying to.
Then you gotta send that. You gotta throw that phone away. You
I
in
can
America?
throw it away. I can throw my phone away.
Throw it away. You in America? Throw that phone away.
My man, I hear that mindset. That why I was still in America. That mindset was still on.
Who you are? That one talking me and nobody
I
talking.
Liberian people mindset.
You're not Liberian, but you're not Liberian, huh?
No, right now we are in America. Remember, and you in Liberia.
Yeah,
I think it should be $26,000. 26
$26,000.
plus. I think so. I'm just guessing on that. I didn't calculate it like the way you guys saying. Just taking this off my head.
Can call us? Can someone tell us the correct thing, please?
They will. They calling. They will call. They calculating it right now as we speak. Because they have the time to do that. Those who have smartphone with all those different gadgets in it.
So your telephone, a door telephone?
Who, me?
Yeah. You
No.
said
I mean, no, every one of us gets smartphone. There are people in Liberia don't have smartphone. They're listening to the show.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm trying to say those who with smartphone. And there are people who know. I think that to get if the smartphone.
He doesn't have a calculator who would do that better. That's all.
Yes, but every smartphone have a calculator.
I came up with
But any a button phone will also do the mathematics. It has a
But
calculator.
they don't have a calculator. Button phone.
No, it has. It has.
It do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably you might be right, but I'm not too sure. Button phone. Where they getting it? They don't even have apps. How do we get
No, they have it.
They have apps.
No, not the app. They got it.
But calculators are apps.
No, you get it there. That's a way.
How are you going to get it there? Button phone.
Oh God, goodness. You go to the
I'm not
setting.
arguing.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
have it. You go to the setting. You have it, and you find a calculator.
But anyway, guys, when
You must be right, though. You must be
when we
right.
get the callers to call in, they will tell us. Okay,
But what we're saying here about these rumors and these allegations, we should not fall for these things. All right. These people have said this about this government so many times. They look for me players among us,
Of
among the
course,
government.
of
This is what they
course,
look for. And they bring up their name at this crucial time
of course. That a
so
strategy
that
that would fail. Of course.
so that you can think that the government, let's look at the good things government had done for us, we the country people. We, not the country, I mean, not the literally country as we always say, I mean the country itself. We the citizens of the country. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's look at the effort this man is making for us. The first thing that we all benefited out of this government is our children. Everybody, whether you're working for the government, you're not working for the government, you benefited. We in America, all benefited for our children wise fee, our children going to college free, our children study fee. For look at today, if as soon as they have made the wire digital, they digitalizing it now, so that it can be at least more easy for people to study and pass. In this country here, America, every test they make it easy for you. Every test, it have for you to take.
So it is 935,000 US dollar.
Okay, 900.
Yeah, and 35,000.
I went to 26,000. 900. Okay, that's not bad. I went to 2600,000. That's what I went to.
So can you say what it is again on Lawrence, please?
So 935,000.
900. That's good. That's,
900. That almost like 1 million though.
that's
1 million US dollar. If you say it's 900, that almost like $1 million. And 1000 make 1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1000 make 1 million. 10,000 make 1 million. This is 900 or 900,000.
935,000
Okay, so that's almost 1 million.
at 187 rates.
Okay, thank you for that information.
So we gotta say thank you to Joseph. We got a friend here who has been listening for years. He's a good guy. He's called Joseph Marker Coty. He did that calculation and sent it to me.
Thank you, Joseph. We got you there, and thank you. And I know you listening to know the negative information. You know better to not pay attention to the negative information that they putting out there. So
No, that man.
yeah.
That man
Oh,
is
because what Tunis was saying, Lawrence,
yeah.
the negative information sometimes is when it's spread out there, people gravitate to it more than the positive one. So now, after that, I said this negative thing, it's our duty. That's why he was trying to be hard a little bit on you from what I pick up. It's our duty to come back now and let them know the correct information. That's what we here for. Because when they have poison, the citizens head with their false and fake news, and if we don't come back to make clarity, people now will start looking at those characters in a bad way. You know what I mean? Because this lady have built her reputation. I don't know her personally. Let me get it straight. Me, I just like to say it like it is. I only know Sam Livingstone, but I don't know her personally. But right is right and wrong is wrong. So if you want to damage someone's character because they have done so much good, and you are intimidated by the good, you feel that you can use her name to as because she associated with the president to make president. We are low. I'm coming for you. We'll be here to let you know the right thing. So viewers, you're listening well. These false news out there are there to discourage you from voting number 18. And number 18 is the lie. It's the only way that Mama Liberia will be able to sustain herself to bring changes in Liberia is through number 18. Any other number, you're taking Mama Liberia back into Stone Age. So no matter the nonsense they post, their fake news, their foolishness, We will be here to straighten them up. We here. We inside. 10 coming. We here to the end. That's it for me for now.
So if you read it from the if you will read from the your comment section, there are different figures coming up. Some are saying 26,881 US dollar at the rate of 186. Another person say, I mean, I'm tired now. We got a jack coming, a jack coming, a jack coming.
That's what I said to you before, 26,000.
But that's
But
it.
most of the time, the people who bring this, who deliver these checks to give out there, they know very well that the world is listening. It's not just Liberia. And to make the occasions and that check ceremony really look authentic, they need to give her the exchange rate at that moment equivalent to the US because you have both of
Exactly.
us this here.
So since I believe since the check is from the president, they will go by the central bank rate.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you
Of
got
course.
Tony's point. You got Tony's point, Doris. I agree with Tony.
Yeah, sure.
You say in Liberia currency is X, Y, and Z. In the US dollar is X, Y, and Z at that time. So people right away can dissect it and understand the difference. Because it's good to say for the Liberian people who use to that rate, a lot of people that all they know. But for people who balance, you gotta say it so people can, people for us that don't know the other way, so we can know it to know too.
That confused me all the time. Even when I ask somebody to do me a favor in Liberia, they come back on the phone. So, oh, it's 300,000. I mean, 3,000. I say, I beg you, my sister. Can you just tell me how much you're saying? Because even if you tell me 3,000, you think that I would think you're talking about $3,000. I really don't know the rate like you know it. So can you do me a favor and just calculate and tell me in our own money here? Then it will be okay for me. But it's time wasting if you keep on telling me in the Liberian dollar, 1,000, that. Then we're talking, the phone, the internet not even that good. Do all the calculation and let's talk. And Liberian dollar, the high it is, or American dollar, the high it is. Well, the people themselves that are in Liberia now, they know very well how the world runs. Liberian, Africa, our money all in 1,000. So we're going to start opening the line for like 20 minutes first to hear from our brother. We have 3 major topics here, but all 3, you can go into all 3 in your 1 minute. So please, when you call us, choose either the transparency or the EU sending observers early enough for the election, which is just about less than a month. Today is less than a month because today is 11. Today is the anniversary here for the World Trade Center.
Yes.
Destroying the World Trade Center is anniversary here today.
Oh, 9/11. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
9/11.
So you can celebrate?
Of course. We don't celebrate as a holiday. We don't celebrate as a holiday, but if whole day today, people are at the ground there celebrating, calling the names of the people who lost their life on that day. Yes, it's not like
the best way to celebrate is to go, out to the mosque or to the church and be prayerful about it.
But right there is the mosque and the church. They do prayers right there where the thing took place. They build a beautiful monument and museum, and everything put together is there. Waterfall is there. They go surround it, and all the names are on the wall. Those who lost their life in that tragedy, all of their names listed. They call them. People come and call the names. Set of people come and call. But then their parents and still.
Enjoy it today. The little that watch.
It's all. New York have its own China. There's China 1 here. We call it New York 1. Whole day today is what they be on. Even if you go, other China will come and chip in a little bit, but New York 1 is stationed on that all day. Okay. Even the president can come for the ceremony. The president can come.
Okay. So before
Yeah.
we take the phone calls, we will again play the Crown Stoppers ad. You know, Crown Stoppers is our sponsor. But before we play the Crown Stoppers, I want to ask Mariska Wilson a question. You ready to answer
Before,
my question?
before, before you ask a question, I just want to bring in this news. Yesterday again, the tennis tournament. There's those who pay attention to tennis in the world, just like basketball or soccer. The tennis tournament, the last Grand Slam, which is the U.S. Open. The guy won it. He set a record called Djokovic won it between he and Medvedev. Yesterday they played on Sunday, and Djokovic won 3 sets straight. So this is his 24th Grand Slam title. He broke a record. He tied a record with Serena Williams. But in the man category, he's the number one highest Grand Slam winner now, and he's the number one player in the world starting from today, the 11.
The number one tennis player in the world.
Yeah, he's number one right now as we speak, and he's the number one highest title, the Grand Slam title. They play 4 Grand Slam in a year. This is the last one. The first one in Australia, second one is French, and the third one is Wimbledon in London, England, and the last one here.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Madam Mariska Wilson, you there?
Oh, let me come in before you say what you want to do. Said you're gonna ask me a question, and I should be ready to answer. It depends on what the
but a simple question. That simple question I want to ask you.
It doesn't matter, but you can't assume I'll be ready to answer you. But go ahead.
You gotta be ready to answer it.
Not necessary. I had to plead the fifth. Go ahead.
So Tunis Kim, he said, "Oh, I look sharp." How do you see my hat on my head? You like it?
Oh. Yeah, you looking shy. I love you a lot of you. I can see good.
So you won't lie to me, eh?
No, but I can see good. Right now,
Why
I
you
can't even see you good, Lawrence. My God, you don't even know why I can't even see you.
There's one thing missing on our hat.
What is missing?
One thing is missing on our hat. Then it
Let me get the
completes.
phone lines. Let's take
What that Islamic thing hat? Is
but
that
it's different.
That hat is not Islamic hat. The one thing is missing from that and will look unique. You know what is that?
No.
Oh.
The CDC logo.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. Tell it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime.
Oh, bringing safety to your door. Crime Stoppers. Yep. Sure. 10 minutes after 12 o'clock. Good morning, folks. It's now time that you call us on 0886 500 104. 08865001040776 and give us your take on any of the topics we've discussed, and you have just a minute to talk any of it. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome to the Nighttime Spin, Chief. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Ibrahim Faya, calling from UN Drive, throughout the Bidema community to be precise.
Okay, fine. Let's hear you.
I've been following up concerning the story of Front Page Africa. They are yet to be, the story is yet to be credible because the VAN indicated no particular event, no number, no plate number. So, it's questionable.
Yeah, sure.
And concerning the figure from Bibero Tuni, I think he's correct. 26.7
Okay.
thousand.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fire. Kissy Smart. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Freeman Harbor, and I call from Chiquiso Factory.
It's good to have you, Hubbard. How was Chicken Factory this morning?
Yeah, not bad. You see, we live in a country of lies, most especially under this leadership. There are three things that people came actually to display to the Liberian people. They try every way possible, but it didn't work. So they are finding another strategy where we're very close to the election. But no matter what they do, we beat these people. We not only beat them, but we give them one round victory so that we know that we offer business in this country. Let me tell you this. They came first with the lies of protest. People said in America, orchestrate protest in Liberia, so-called people that go to school, they follow them, go and lie. How can you go protest and the government feeding you? The protest can result to nothing. The second lie was killing the people. We will go into the killing and pretend like it is the government or the president who did the killing. All these rhetorics, all these lies, it result to nothing. So at the end of life, people were resolved by saying, I don't know how to fall for this kind of thing because we see how far our country is going. They claim that we are suffering, but thank God that we have the 14 Military Center who was an epic center for coronavirus. They feel that we are suffering. Thank God for our children today, the wife today.
Okay.
You know how many parents?
Okay, Hubbard, you can just talk on. All right. Thank you, too. Hello? Hello?
People, please take 1 minute. We know many people want to call too. Please.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
So now you gotta mute your
Thank
thing.
you very much.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm looking at my time because I feel to be corrected. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, they're saying good morning. It's good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning to you. After 12, good morning to you and good morning to our brilliant panelists in the USA for their efforts, making sure that we maintain the democracy under President George Manners developmental year.
We don't get enough time. I thought the thing you want to talk. We get topics here. Speak to them.
For the United Nations and Poker Rabbit. And
Needed
I'm the chairman
program.
for the first of Governor Tamakochi for the re-election of President George Manners developmental oriented year. Let me say this.
You got 2 seconds.
Yeah, I do now. We know I think we made it clear. We are affiliated and we are associated with the opposition before. And we know their objectives and their reliance. Their reliance is nothing but lies. Their reliance is nothing but deceptions. I'm telling you because
Poker. Oh, there, Poker might finish. Poker even call out. Hello? And I call her. You the caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to, my name is Peter calling from Omega. I want to get an issue on what resident not just. It's not just because people for our citizens, people rescue mother and what names is mentioned before in it. That have been going on. So I don't know. Coming from our
All right. Thank you. Keep your calls coming. 0886-500-10407776104104. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yep. Your name and where you calling from, boss man?
Oh, where my name is John J. The Father Rapper.
Moen. Moen.
Hey, my body.
Oh, no, Jamuel.
Bamba.
Okay, go ahead.
I
What
want to
time go we on that pastor is speaking?
afternoon to says Mary with Insta and our brother Tony.
Hello.
Therefore, bless you God for your hard work in the United Kingdom.
United States.
All the
I'll not remind you again.
all the
Everybody
United
okay. Go ahead.
I want to say sorry to our brother, that father for his loss or his mother. No, my brother tell you somewhere you the message regulate on the Liberian people. I want to say this to people that told it and Mary with his car. The issue for President we are re-election, we all try to push it. But what I experienced this one time as the disabled man, you not expect the old man that me to wrap a wheelchair from ATS from reader to ATS. So what I did in my own area here, I decided to talk with my friend and first and foremost with my brother and my sister. We group ourselves with our 35 human beings. We went to the shop over here. We were waiting on the bus. No single bus can represent the stable bus to go. So what I decided to do, those that have the courtesy and what I feel, we have to post money on Moreover and other people that have a wheelchair, they will stay to the shop headquarters right here in Pizzo.
So we before you go any further, we want to appreciate you for that. That's being loyal. You know,
Yes.
even though it's not what we're discussing, but we appreciate you for that.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you for the message. You know, to be frank, I always told anybody that I feel that they want to say anything about President we are. Just show cannot move the guy for his power. The only thing can move President we are for his power after the 12 years. Because what? The opposition, they are not serious. They are funny among themselves. And they
Mzwo,
are very inconsistent.
Mzwo.
Okay, so we are for the branches.
Bye bye. Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Fine. How are you?
Yeah, no, but you?
I'm good.
Okay. By the way, introduction, I'm Peter Vesely. Brother Peter Vesely calling from Riha.
Go ahead, brother Vesely.
Yeah. What I want to say is that, you see, we have to erect a checkpoint. You see, our government has been turmoil based on lies. Lies have brought a lot of problems to us in this country. When I heard the story this morning about front page saying that there was a boss who was arrested by the National Military Police, you know, it was shocking. I don't know how people understand politics. What I understand politics, my own little understanding is politics is all about facts. But people have used politics, lie to be a politics, to take it to be a politics or political something. But what I want to say is that people want to ride on our brother leniency. And this thing is suffering us in this country. Have made some of us today we still on the floor together in time. Even how we can say in real life, I take perfume. That's the way that's on my family and stuff. But what I want to say in short is that we have to see to it that this thing, we have to come up with law where lies should be not available. That is, if anybody caught saying things or no fact, that body should be taken to a court.
That's a
And
hard
it should
one.
be a law in our constitution. Let be a law.
It is
Because
difficult.
now
Oh.
it's destroying this country.
All right, Chief. Thank you. But I think it's difficult. Oh. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
You can keep your radio loud, and we have you on the line. Are you there? Hello. Okay. Mariska wasn't coming again.
Yeah, I'm coming off.
Hello. Hello. You're not ready. I'll call. Not ready. Good morning. Oh, as soon as you say good morning, you go up. I did not cut you off. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Morning, Chief. Let's hear you, boss.
Yes, Miss Poker. They go back on the line.
Puka, you call again?
Let me conclude, my man. I didn't conclude it.
Oh, you didn't conclude.
You told him to go back. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, okay. I told you. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Chief. Go ahead.
Okay, so everything they put together on is lies. But who tell you that people don't know that person? We are paying the children school fee. Who told you that people don't know that person? We are paying the children fee. Paying more Ali and Dara Dillon, children fee. One way or another, either a relative, the person we are paying the fee. They know. Who told that person we are not bettering? They step up legislative for them to enjoy the best immunity that they deserve. Who told you? They know. For the land and the debate on the set.
You go off again. Oh. Your signal weak. Morning.
Good morning, brother.
You're welcome to the nighttime spin, Chief. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just want to find out if I can do it. Let's call on the program.
What is it?
Yeah, it's about this our beloved fantasy. Yeah, my SOS call is I'm appealing to any authority that's responsible to recognize people who plan their hard effort during the first election. And whatsoever plan was made by those people was they became fruitful. I was one of those when everybody went one star. I organized the rest of the Muslims. I took them to the camp. Almost it was like 518.
You said, what is your name?
This is Sheikh Gitawe, Sheikh Mustafa Gitawe.
Sheikh Mustafa Gitawe.
Yes.
From district.
They know me, they know this Sheikh.
From what from what district?
Well, I have so many districts. I have
what district you from? I mean, you the one making it. You the one making the SOS call. You're from District 4. Okay. So the call is the promises made to you and other folks.
So that's what I mean. Because we didn't come into that battle for profit. We came there to.
Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead. We don't have enough time.
My SOS call is that I have been finding a real authority or the right authority so that the same Sheikh Gitawe who organized the last endorsement program for the Muslims last election, the same Sheikh Gitawe who has started putting men together. Last election there were about 318 imams and their followers, and we have started a mobilization, but there is no means and no way that we know to.
So it's the same thing. It is the same thing I was saying here. So since you're in District 4, I think you can go to the party headquarters and meet the chairman. I know you will find a chairman and have a discussion with him because you are important. You play a major role first. So I know the party is counting on you to do the same. So all you can do is to go to the party headquarters.
What's up with him? Mary Scott? Mary?
I'm here. I don't know.
He went off. I think he was complaining about somebody. Now he went off. We can wait. He's probably going to come back. We still got time. We got about half hour again.
Tune, you want to mute? You can use background hearing you.
Ain't nothing ain't nothing happening anyway. The guy left.
Tune, you heard anything from Lawrence now? So if not, we can just leave if it's not going to have continue.
He said the current, no current, and he said the generator being on all day, so they wanted to rest a little bit. So I guess we are not coming back on. I must say I'm leaving now.
All right, good night.
Good night.